if we beat Atalanta and Bayern Munich beat Chelsea, it just might be doable. Hello? Oh, hi, Ewan Dixon. What's up, mate? Why would you want to leave? You've achieved all you can. Mate, it's your club captain. You've lifted more trophies than any other player in history. Sure, you don't play in the games, but it's the glory, mate. Think of the glory. Alright, mate. Well, if you want to leave, I'm not going to stand in your way. I'll see what I can do. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to Season 14, Episode 9 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. And today we are playing Afan Lido in the league and then a massive Champions League game against Atalanta. If we avoid defeat, we guarantee ourselves mathematically that we will be going into the Europa League. If we win, and if Bayern Munich beat Chelsea, we'll be 3 points ahead of Chelsea ahead of the final game. Now, we've got to play Bayern Munich, they've got to play Atalanta, but they would have to win. And we would have to lose. I think we'll lose, but you never know. Maybe Atalanta could do us a favour, but we have to win first. But the big news since last episode is that Ewan Dixon has requested to leave. He wanted to go out on loan because he wanted first team football. I basically tried to call his bluff and said I think it's probably better if you leave permanently, and he said okay. So I'm really hoping as club captain he'd be like, no, you're right. I figured I said anything, but he didn't say that. So yeah. We might be losing our club captain. But he's been here a long, long time. He's been a wonderful player for us. Just the one season out on loan at Connors Quay. Maybe the time has come. Maybe the time has come. We have other options for captain as well, I think. Now, there is a lot to catch you up on since last episode. We, of course, ended the UEFA Nations League campaign with Wales. So I think we'll put our Wales caps on first. Let's go see how that campaign ended up. Now, of course, we needed just a point. To make sure do we need a point or did we need 3 points? I can't remember now. Anyway, we needed 3 points, I think, to make sure we were going to win and be promoted into the A tier. So first up, we hosted Georgia. We had 2 home games. Let's go see how we did. Just the 1 goal in this one when Lee Jenkins crossed for Marcus Wade. So we absolutely dominated this game. We only got the 1 goal. It was Marcus Wade yet again. He's a goal-scoring machine for Wales. He now has 9 in 11. So that was fantastic, and that meant that we did top the group, which was wonderful. So we were guaranteed ourselves promotion. We had the final game of the group against Poland. Again, we were at home. Let's see how we did against the Poles. Another tight game was sealed late on when Jack Vale smashed in his first goal for Wales. So we just about shaded this one. Jack Vale got his first Wales goal. You can see there they didn't really threaten us too much. It wasn't our greatest performance, to be honest. I mean, how many games in this group have we won? I think we won every game 1-0, except for the game we drew 1-1. But but the important thing is that we got through the group, 5 wins and a draw. We will be getting promoted. I'm not completely sure what happens outside of that. But there we go. Well done to Wales. We have won our first mini tournament thingy as Wales manager, which is brilliant. Only conceded 1 goal as well. Are we going to be the new Northern Ireland perhaps? Anyway, so that's Wales wrapped up. Well done to us. UEFA Nations League B Group 2 champions. So I think that's a thing. Anyway, let's put our Bala hats back on. We have a few games to catch you up there as well, starting back in the Welsh Premier League against Cardiff Met Uni. We got an early lead when Gareth Smith picked out Damien Allmark. And Allmark was in the right place again moments later for his second. And it was 3-0 when Robert Riola finished the counter-attack. Before he got his second from the spot. And then crossed for Allmark to complete a first half hat-trick. And Ken Buckley smashed in our 6th in the second half. So a return to the good old days this one. 6-0 against Cardiff Met Uni. Allmark with a hat-trick. Riola with 2. Buckley with a nice one as well. Absolutely dominated the game. Just a really, really good, strong performance this one. Next up, it was Aberystwyth Town. Alexi Fomin played in Damien Allmark to give us the lead. Sam Evans picked out Marcus Wade's run to make it 2-0. And Allmark got our third. Before Aberystwyth Town pulled one back in stoppage time. So again, we played well, and again, Damien Allmark in the goals. A double this time. Marcus Wade with a goal. They pulled one back right at the very end, which was a shame. It sort of took the sheen off the win a little bit, but a good win. You can see again, we deserved it, which was excellent. And yeah, 3 more points on the board. Next up, it was the New Saints. Now, of course, when we played them at home, they absolutely pulled our pants down and beat us 3-0. So we went to their place looking for revenge. The only goal came early in the first half. So there we go, a 3rd league defeat of the season. What has happened to us this year? It's almost a sackable offence, really, isn't it? But yeah, I think we have a bogey team again. We weren't necessarily outplayed. They just got a goal, and we could not, for the love of God, score one back to at least get a draw from the game. So yeah, that was disappointing. Final game to catch you up on was Barry Town. We fell behind in the 16th minute, but were level instantly through Joel Tony. And Fermin picked out Rhoda at the back post to give us a half-time lead. Rhoda turned provider to pick out Freshy's run and extend our lead. But Barry Town pulled one back. Before Freshy secured the points. This was quite a good game, actually. We were really good going forward. We were a little bit dodgy in defence. But Tony, Rhoda and Matteo Freshy with a double got the goals. Brett Pooler for them got 2. Now, he got Player of the Year, Welsh Player of the Year last season, I think. So he's a dangerous player for them. Is that Alan Thomas? He was formerly of Alpari. Oh, no, Alan Thomas, so never mind. But yeah, there we go. So that was 4-2. We got the win there. You can see again, we deserved to win the game. We just had a couple of moments in defence, shall we say. But let's have a look at what all that means for the league table. And we will see that we're joint top with Catherine Jewels, only with a game in hand. We have a title race this season, people, and I'm not sure how I feel about it. We've got Afan Lido coming up first today. They are 3rd. If we don't win that, I mean, goal difference is still in our favour, but Catherine Jewels are becoming a dangerous team. That is for sure. And you can see the Champions League group there. If we can beat Atalanta, if Bayern Munich can beat Chelsea, we would be 3 points up with 1 game to play. And that would be an interesting place to be. Some other news in terms of cup draws. We are hosting Inverness in the Iron Brew quarter-final. And we are playing South Gower in the Welsh Cup 3rd round. They are a non-league team. So you would fancy us to be able to beat them and beat them quite handsomely. Well, let's go and have a look and see what we're doing here against Afan Lido. And we can see that we are favourites for the game. We have a fantastic record against them. We are going for our 50th win in our 53rd game. Only 1 draw and 1 defeat against them so far. And considering, I've always thought they've given us a good game. It's one of the, I mean, we have a good record against everybody, really, don't we? Sean Lestrange is still their manager. He's been there for just on a year now. Adventurous, direct style of play. We're expecting sort of a 4-4-1-1. Kian Peters is up top for them. Of course, he came through our academy. We have just come back from an international break, I believe, which is why we don't have too much about them. It wasn't an international break. Why don't we have a report? Anyway, I don't know why we don't have a report, but we don't. Let's have a quick look at the team that we are sending out then. And this is it. We obviously are favouring the who are we playing? Atalanta game. So it's not our first choice strongest team, but it's Teniskovic in goal. It's Robson, who is not match sharp, but the reason he's playing is Norrington Davies has picked himself up an injury. 2 to 3 months. A torn hamstring. So that's, for someone of his age, is a potentially very serious injury. So Robson goes in this one with Evans, with Ashley Savage, one of the youngsters that's come through our academy. He gets to start here with Dewey Moore, who also gets to start here. Have a look here. We've got York and Yamaguchi in midfield. Gareth Smith, who is the new Marcus Wade, is coming along nicely. Tommy Williamson, Lewis James, Allmark goes up top. And if you're wondering why it's a bit of a mismatched team, if we have a look here, just a few match-fatigued players ahead of the Champions League. So anybody that's right, we still keep scrolling. Anybody that's match-fatigued, we're resting them for this one. It's a big game, though. This is not going to be easy. So they have come out in the 4-4-1-1 formation. So that is fine. Gomez says pick up where they left off. What do we say? What do we say? Pick up. I don't know what to say. All the best, boys. Go and have fun. And of course, you have the most fun when you win. So what I'm really saying is go and win. How that goes as a team talk. Well, anyway, looks like we've got another big crowd at home. I really want to be able to build a new stadium for us, but we just don't get crowds, and it really is becoming a frustration because surely in real life, I mean, I know Bala's not the biggest place on earth, but surely in real, like, population-wise, here we go with Tommy Williamson, blocked away. It's the second chance for Tommy Williamson. If there was a team that was in the Champions League like we are, they'd come from all around Wales, wouldn't they, to come and watch games? I mean, you'd sell out the away sec. Surely you would. There would be, I think our capacity is, 2,000. Surely you'd sell that out at least a couple of times a season. So, yeah, it's really a frustration, but it is what it is, I suppose. Are we going to fall behind here? Dewey Moore's done okay there. Can he get a secondary block in? He is left-footed, Dewey Moore. Oh, good save by Teniskovic. So it's not ideal that we have him playing on the right. It's not his debut, but it's certainly not... it might be his first start, actually. We have brought him off the bench to try and give him a little bit of experience. I can't remember if I showed you him at the start or not. I think I did. He's a decent prospect, but he is still just a prospect. Here we go with Sam York in there for Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi comes forward. Can he spray a pass out wide? He's got Dewey Moore getting forward. He finds him. Can he get a cross in? It's decent. Allmark's there. Allmark with the header, and Allmark gets his 14th of the season, and Dewey Moore with the assist. The youngster at right back. Excellent to see. We'll tell him we want to see a little bit more of that, please, boys. And Damien Allmark is finding his goal-scoring form again this year, which is great to see. We've missed you, Damien. We really have. It's a decent ball in, but it's a great header, isn't it? Goalkeeper's no chance. And that is 1-0 to Bala Town. And of course, that puts us 3 points clear at the top of the table. Any point today would put us clear. But obviously, 3 is where we want to be. You can see Tommy Williamson is just... I mean, he's unhappy. He's lost trust in me. He wants to leave. Which is all very frustrating. Usually they come back. But it might be a case that we look to just cash in as Allmark, not with the best shot there. We might just look to cash in. I haven't completely decided what to do with him yet, if I'm honest. He's still a wonderful player for us. I do still want to keep him, but as I said, it might just be he becomes more trouble than he's worth. Let's give it a get creative. We're apprehensive and nervous. Fantastic. And there we go, 1-0 at the break. The Allmark goal has seen us through. Don't get complacent, boys. Some calm. We have faith in those guys that have not done too well, or haven't responded, I should say. All right, let's just go with that and get back out there. We do have a few younger players on the bench we could potentially look to give game time to as Cian Peters comes back and haunts us. What a strike that is. And it's 1-1. Early in the second half. And I'm pretty sure, guys, that's not... Well, it's hard to say that's being complacent, isn't it? He's got time, yes, but he's looked up and he's absolutely bulleted that in off the underside of the crossbar. It's a thunder bastard, isn't it? It's a wonderful strike. But let's hope that maybe just wakes us up a little bit here. What we don't want to do is fall to a 4th defeat of the season. Why are we nervous and apprehensive, boys? Come on, there's no pressure here. They're going to choke under a little bit of pressure from another team for the league title. And we're falling in a heap. All right. We have a corner. Smith to take. Decent. It's over the bar from Allmark, was it? Yes, it was. And we're going to make some changes here. We're going to bring Riola on for Lewis, who's looking apprehensive. We're going to bring Ewan Dixon on for Tommy Williamson. And we're going to... We have Denny Gami on the bench as well. So let's get him on for Yamaguchi. Get some of those apprehensive, nervous players on, and hopefully some players that are full of confidence for us. We still need a goal here, obviously, to get the 3 points. And it is good that the league, the standard of the league is clearly improving because as I said before, it's not great that we went so many games unbeaten. Here we go with Robson with a cross in. It's headed away. Denny Gami will pick that up. Back for Sam York. Back to Gami. Back to York. Gami's open. He goes beyond him, looks for and finds Dewey Moore. Back to Gami. You can already see we look so much better in possession with Denny Gami on the field. There's a cross into the box. It's cleared away. And it's going to be Savage that picks it up. He gets it forward to Denny Gami. It's there for Smith. Can Smith do something? Cross to the back post. Riola's there. Riola's header just over the bar. And like I've said before, I do use the league just as sort of to develop players and to get match fitness back into sort of players that we use in Europe. So I think if we absolutely had to and we went, full strength, I do still think we'd win a lot of, or most games very comfortably. But until the league is actually looking as though it might not be happening, we'll continue to use it for what we're using it for. And now we're 2-0, 2-1 down. Do we say maybe a calm down shout? We have just not come out this second half. It's a decent header from Ben Evans. Yeah, I mean, you've got to say, Teniskovic, you'd maybe expect a little bit better from him. But there we go. What can we do differently? Let's try and exploit the middle. But as things... I mean, look at that. We're nervous again. I don't understand these nerves. Decent ball in from Gami. Just didn't quite have the whip at the end, did it? The goalkeeper claims it, comes flying out, and what will he do here? Gets it forward. Can we get to that first, please? No, why bother challenging for the ball, guys? Just let him have it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Savage clears, and that'll do it for the highlight. And, I mean, we're in absolute shambles again. We look nervous and apprehensive, and we've got leaders. We've got team leaders on the field. Oh, it's a ricochet shot from Smith, and it falls nicely for the goalkeeper. All right, what can we do differently here? Let's just raise the tempo. And just see what happens, I suppose. Let's go counter-press them. Let's go. They're a direct team, but let's just go and get up them a little bit and see what happens. Maybe I'm paying teams a little bit too much respect. Maybe that's what's happening here. We just need to be a little bit more ruthless. But it's looking as though it's going to be yet another defeat this season. And we are still going to be tied at the top of the table with Kefan Druids. It's not been a good performance, and I tell you what, league title very much in a race. So Griffith McMenemy gets one over Bala Town. If you have a quick look at the league table, I mean, it's a three-horse race almost, you could argue now, for the league. 4 defeats this season. That is more than Kefan Druids and Afan Lido and the New Saints. It's the same amount of defeats that Barry Town has. Luckily, we're winning games as well, but this is... it's not great. It really isn't great. Anyway, guys, we'll put that behind us. We'll go out in Europe. We're hosting Atalanta, and we need a win. Okay, welcome back, welcome back. We are hosting our final game in the Champions League group stages. Hopefully not in the Champions League if we can get out of this group, but it's going to be a tough ask. We're not the favourites this one against Atalanta. We did beat them last time out, of course, in Italy, which was a wonderful result for us. And as I said at the top, if we can win, if Munich can beat Chelsea, then going into the final game, we would be 3 points ahead of Chelsea, which means a point for us or a point dropped by them would see us out of this group. So it's really, really important that we can try and do this. Simone Inzaghi is still their manager, and a very, very good manager he is as well. They're an adventurous, standard style of play. We can see here they got a 0-0 against Spal last time out. This is the sort of formation we're expecting from them as well. We can see here a little bit narrow perhaps defensively. They do like to use the width of the pitch when they attack. Passing network is there. Yeah, very, very much in the middle of the park, isn't it? Passing key passes as well. And this is the team that we are sending out. It is Thiel in goal. It's Susnik, Wanmi, and Tony across the back. It's Ballerini down the right, Lafuente down the left. Please be good. It is Brewerton, Quinn, and Rodo in midfield. It's Big Mac and Freshie up top. Oh, let's see what we can do. So they have come out as expected, which is, as I say, always a nice thing. Go out there, prove a point today. We've got nothing to lose, everyone we're capable of. I mean, we're not the favourites for the game. We are at home. So we'll go with that. We'll go with the calm faith, and let's see what we can do. Alright, I am very, very nervous because it's a game... I mean, they've been the whipping boys of the group so far. They do not have a point. So you kind of feel like, having beaten them away, we should beat them at home. But it's never that easy, is it? It's never that easy. We haven't actually won at home yet because we beat Atalanta away, we beat Chelsea away, and we've lost to Munich. Oh, that's a foul, isn't it? Surely, ref. And we've lost to Munich and Chelsea at home. Big Mac's there, and Big Mac sticks it away. The referee played advantage after the foul, and fourth minute of the game, and Big Mac has given us a lead. Wonderful stuff. A 6th of the season for him. Ballerini with the assist. There was surely a foul here on Brewerton. Just here, wasn't that's got to be a foul. But we got away with it, and a nice little ball there, and a wonderful finish from Big Mac. Excellent stuff, and it's 1-0. Alright, all we need now is to keep a clean sheet and see that Chelsea are losing to Bayern Munich. And this could be a wonderful, wonderful thing for us. I I'm okay with no highlights as it stands right now. This would more than make up for me personally, the loss to Afan Lido. It's a highlight as I hit demand more. Can we win this ball back, please? We're putting some good pressure on them here. Of course, nature of a highlight is a little bit too much space there for my liking. He slips a pass in, out wide there. Can we get a block in here, please? Cross comes in, Susnik away. Still with Atalanta, though. Again, too much space in a wide area. Again, the cross comes in. Again, it's hit the crossbar and goes over. I wonder if we need to defend a little bit more with having seen that. They are having more of the game. Let's show some passion, boys. Come on. We've scored from our only shot, which is, I'm sure, very frustrating for Simone Inzaghi, but I don't particularly care if I'm honest. Alright, this should be half-time. It is, and we are 1-0 up. And we've had a few shots now. Was I looking at the wrong thing there? Anyway, the other game is 0-0, which isn't great for us. We really do need Chelsea to lose that game if we're any chance. What do we say? Don't get complacent, I think is the only thing we really can say. Thomas Quinn, get out there, mate. Get out there. Not seeing much from La Fuente, but we never do we? So that's fine. I have been looking at getting in another left back. We obviously had the January transfer window with a chance to do that. I can't guarantee we'll sign somebody, but trust me, we are doing everything we can to try and find somebody to sign. There's a couple of options. It's just the case of trying to find the right one, basically. If La Fuente doesn't pick up his game soon, which he's not, and Chelsea's taken the lead against Bayern Munich, that is worst case scenario for us. All right, La Fuente, get off the field, mate. Get off. Fomin, I'd rather have you out there. You don't know what you're doing, but at least you're not going to stuff up. And Chelsea's 2-0 up. Oh, that takes the shine off things, doesn't it? We've dropped down to third now. Chelsea will have the head-to-head because of that stupid Roda penalty that gave them a second goal at our place. It's still just 1-0. And we're not really seeing too much from us here, but to be honest, it's not too bad. Here we go, free kick, Freshie. It's too close to the goalkeeper. With Chelsea winning, a draw here isn't the worst. I mean, we don't want it to be a draw, obviously, but it wouldn't be the worst thing. It would guarantee us Europa League football. It would basically just mean that we're not getting out of the group. But I think we knew that coming into the group, to be honest. The fact we managed to beat 10-man Chelsea at their place has just given us a chance that we probably weren't expecting to have. We should probably go off of attacking now as well. And, well, there we go. Another win in the Champions League. An early goal, and that was all she wrote for us. But there we go. That is huge. That has now mathematically guaranteed us... what do you want to say? Don't get complacent next game. That has mathematically guaranteed us Europa League football. It says we were fortunate. I mean, we had the only real chance of the game. We have a quick look at what that means for the table. We are neck and neck with Chelsea. They have the head-to-head over us. So that means we need to better their result against Atalanta when we go to Bayern Munich. There's not much chance of that happening. But you do never know. You do never know. Now, of course, if we were to beat Bayern Munich, Chelsea were to beat Atalanta, we'd all be on 12 points. And that does make you wonder then if in a three-way head-to-head it might favour us a little bit more, but unlikely. Well, it depends what we do against Bayern Munich, doesn't it? But there we go, guys. As I said, that is it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time. I don't think we'll show the South Gower game. I don't see it going well for them. Even if it is a Wags side, it will be the baby Wags, I would imagine. So I think what we'll do is we'll come back, we'll show Inverness in the Iron Brew quarter-final, and then the final Champions League group stage game against Bayern Munich. We really literally have nothing to lose. We've just got to go there and win and see where that puts us. If we were to beat them, would we have a head-to-head? What did they beat us at our place? 2-0. So we'd need to score 3. We need to score 3, win by a 2-goal margin, I think, isn't it? So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but we'll see what we can do, guys. Until then, I've been Aussie Bala. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.